Hi everybody! Happy Thursday! Sorry, it's been quite a while since I last posted, but things have been going on and I'm gonna update you guys right now. Okay, so I told you guys I was gonna update you, and I promise you I am going to update you. Sorry I haven't been doing like vlog style vlogs. The boys have been in school and I've just not really been busy. So I don't want to bore you guys with the housewife stuff that I do, or like the hair that I usually have. So without further ado, I'm gonna update you. So I told you about when I had the little tiff with my fertility clinic, and if you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna post it somewhere up here, maybe up there, I don't know, somewhere up here there's gonna be a video that if you haven't seen it, you can go back and see why I had this issue and what went wrong and blah blah blah. So anyways, jumping back to this. So when I was there and I had my hissy fit with them and we had our falling out with my fertility clinic, my husband and I requested that we have our records sent to us. Now, mind you, that was like weeks ago. So we finally got them yesterday in the mail, and mind you, we did IVF last February. So this has almost been a year ago, right? We know that we had the Pgs tested embryos that were normal, and also if you haven't seen that video, I'm going to post it up here so you can catch up with that. But also we never knew like the grades of our embryos. And so the other day when I opened up the package and saw like that there was actually like an IVF fertilization report, I was like shocked. I didn't expect this to come in. I don't know why it just didn't like dawn on me that this would be part of our records. I just thought like maybe they wouldn't put it in there. Whatever. I don't know why I thought that. But so yeah, there's some things on here, you guys, that like I was never told. So let's break this down. When we first started IVF, and I know like with most of you, when you first start IVF, you go through a plan of care. You then pay for a package, and then that's all pushed through the system. And so then you're set with your IVF date. So we paid for a package, and again, reflecting back to why we had the falling out with the IVF clinic, but we paid for the package. On there, ICSI, it wasn't mandatory for us because we don't have any male factor issues going on. And we were told that we would not need ICSI, that we would just, the eggs would go into a dish, they would be put in with sperm, they would put them into the incubator, and then they would just see who fertilized. So that is not what happened, you guys. That is definitely not what happened. So on this little piece of paper here, this piece of paper, it says that we, if you can see, ICSI 6, ICSI 6, IVF. Oh, there's a missing number there. Because you know why? They never ever did conventional IVF. They did ICSI. And you guys, I would have been completely fine with that. I just want to know, like, why are you keeping this from me? That's imperative. So then we get down to like the embryos. So then I've been in the surrogacy groups and the IVF groups, and I've always seen the conventional like standard method of embryo gradings, you know, 1 through 6, 1 through 7, and then ABC. So when I get this, I'm like, what in the hey? Like, I have never seen anything like this. So on day 0, which that was obviously when my egg retrieval was, they exceed 6, and it says like the time that the end stem time and everything was. So then day 1, it says 2 PN. I don't know what PN means. Like, I have no idea. What does that mean? Does that mean that 6 of them fertilized? I don't know. So then day 2, we go down here and it says 4AP. I don't know what 4AP is. Do you know what 4AP is? I mean, does that mean 4 cells? There's another one that says 6, 4, 5, 4. Is that how many cells that embryo had? And then there's letters beside of them. So like the first one I told you was 4AP, so 2 of them were 4AP. The next one was 6AP, 4BM, 5BM, 4AM. What does that mean? I'm totally confused by this. And then the second or the third day is what they have here. It says 8AP, 10AP, 8BM times 2, and 6BM times 2. Like, what does that even mean? I have no idea. And then we get down to day 5 here, and it says hat, which I'm just assuming since they're day 5 that it'd be hatch. And it says like a hatching blastocyst, since it's a day 5, a hatching blastocyst. And then it has grades B, C, and then in like little, I don't even know what they're called, you guys, but beside of them, these things, I don't know what they're called. What are they called? It has G, and then it has a comma F. Like, what does that mean? And all of them say that, except for some of them will say hatch BC, and then says FF beside of it. And some of them, one of them says PF, like, but they're all hatching BC blastocysts is what I'm gathering for. Or does it mean that the hatch it says HAT BC? Does that mean hatching blastocysts grade C? I'm so confused, you guys. And mind you, 3 of these are PGS normals. So I go looking on the internet yesterday and I'm like freaking out because everything that I see about a BC embryo is not good. Everything that I see about a BC embryo is like, everybody's clinic is calling it like poor grade. And then I'm thinking to myself like, oh my God, like, do we have poor grade embryos? But then in my mind, I keep thinking like, they're PGS normal. Does that mean like, are they gonna survive the thaw? Like, what is going on? Like, I actually was so happy that I didn't have this report, and now it's driving me crazy, you guys. Like, if you could look in my Google, like, you would see every flipping thing that I have literally says like 5 BC embryo, and it's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy. And a lot of them are like my biggest fears, like what I feared this whole time is that, are they going to like thaw? Are they gonna thaw out? Are they even gonna make the thaw? And of course, all of them keep saying like, oh, the only issues with like poor grade embryos is that they might not survive the thaw. Like, are you kidding me? That's my biggest fear. I literally have this by my bed, like this whole stack of paper is just by my bed, and I can't help but like think about it. I can't help but like put it in my freaking, you know, phone and search and find it. And today I had to go with my mom to the doctor, and of course it was an OBGYN, so I'm surrounded by all these pregnant people, and they're all coming back with like their sonogram pictures, and they're all so happy, like, oh, we're having a baby. And I'm over here searching for embryos that may be like poor grade. It's depressing. It's very depressing. On that note, let's move forward. Last time I told you in the vlog that my clinic wanted my sister-in-law to have 2 more tests, because the 2 tests that she had were from like either last year or the year before, and they want them to be within 6 months of transfer. So we got those both done yesterday, and hopefully we'll get results next week. Her husband also had testing last week, so hopefully we have his test and everything. We're all clear, hopefully, to move forward, you guys, by next week. Hopefully we're signing contracts by next week, because I just can't, like, with this news with the blastocyst being like a BC, like, guys, BC? I mean, I guess I could say like they're passing, right? It's a passing grade. You get a C in a class for passing. But I don't know. I'm just kind of sad. But I'm also very thankful that I have 3 PGS embryos. And a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people don't even get normals. And so I am very blessed with that. And yeah, as we're inching closer in this process, it's making me more nervous. I keep thinking like, what's the day gonna feel like whenever it's like test day, like when we're testing for betas? Like, how am I gonna feel that day? I don't know. I can't explain like how I'm gonna feel. Like, am I gonna feel the way I did when I was waiting for the call to see like how many embryos that I had when we did IVF? Like, am I gonna feel like that? Because that wasn't a good feeling. I was literally on edge the entire time that whole process was going on. And then we had to do PGS, which is an extra like week. So for a whole month, like almost every single day, I was like sitting at my kitchen table between 3 and 7 o'clock at night, almost having a panic attack, because I think it's because it's something like, you know, you can't control, and you're just hoping and you're just praying that like something good comes of it. And like I've said before, like, this is our only shot. We can't afford to do IVF again. We can't. I mean, I don't think I want to put my body through it again. Even if we could, I don't know that we would do it again. Financially, we can't do it again. It's very expensive to come out of pocket for IVF. So this is our one and only chance, and I'm just hoping and praying that we get our baby and we can just move on with our lives. I think I say that every single time, but we're just ready to move on with our lives. We're ready to just be done with this like emotional torture, is the best way I can describe it. But I think I'm gonna close the vlog up here for today, because I don't think you guys want to sit here and hear me ranting and raving about if IVF is gonna work or if it's not. But for those of you that understand this feeling and, you know that it can't, like, 1 minute you're on a high, 1 minute you could be crashing and burning. So thank you guys for understanding that. Thank you to my friends that listen to me. Thank you to my family that deals with me on the daily basis with, you know, my IVF and surrogacy talk. Thank you guys for always being there and supporting me. And yeah, if you guys want to continue to follow this crazy journey and find out if we get to transfer our embryos or what's going on, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I will see you guys hopefully next week when I have the results of all the testing and the contract signed. Pray, 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 you guys. Bye.